Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys caught the AMA. If you didn't, I have a little overview of it and some of my opinions about it. So the new exchange is called BigOne. If you go to the BigOne site, it is based in China, but it's registered in Singapore. So it's out of Singapore, but it runs in China. It's based in China, So it does bow down to the CCP. This is something you guys got to remember. It's an Asian exchange. It is open to a lot of people, but the CCP has final control. It isn't like Japan. It isn't like Korea, Taiwan. It's CCP has the final control. You guys got to remember that. It's not a free exchange. It's worldwide. Everybody has access to it except for the United States and Sudan, I believe. But you have to see what the CCP has been doing to Hong Kong, for instance. They're flexing their muscle, and they're seeing what they can get away with. So I'm not completely, a believer in anything that comes out of mainland China at this point. I'm a big fan of the Chinese people, big fan of the Chinese culture, but not a huge fan of the CCP as of now. But things can change. Things can always get better, So a little bit about BigOne, right? A couple sites got mentioned during the AMA. Main Screen, Hello BTC, BK Neighbor.com. I did research. I tried to get to these. I believe they're behind the Great Firewall of China. I don't think we have access to them. I don't have a VPN, so I'm not 100% sure. As you guys know, YouTube isn't available in China unless you have a VPN. And now they are basically cracking down on people with VPNs, and people are getting arrested and disappearing. A lot of YouTubers have fled China. And, they're just, you have to be extremely careful what they say, It's funny that there are influencers, there's big famous YouTubers, Chinese YouTubers, but technically they're breaking the law, and they can be taken away anytime and made to disappear. But there's one big Chinese YouTuber and one big American YouTuber that are going to be talking about Hoge. One thing I'd like to see a little bit more is a little bit more transparency. Now, we raised 1 Bitcoin to get onto this exchange, and where did that Bitcoin go? What was how was that value used? I guess a Bitcoin was around 58,000, 60,000, where did that money go? I just think a little transparency would be good, right? Just to reassure us that our donations are going to the right places. You know what I mean? But I think it's great news, BigOne it's between the 20 and 30 of top exchanges. So it's one of the biggest exchanges that, or it is the biggest exchange that we're on right now, and that's great news. How they're going to handle the redistribution, we'll find out. If they handle it like Bkex and they actually redistribute it to the people that hold the tokens, that'll be great. I do also like the way whitebit is handling it, because whenever Hoge is on these exchanges, it acts like one big wallet. So the redistribution goes to the wallet and it goes to the exchange. And it's up to the exchange what to do with it. Now, whitebit is taking it and they're having the trading contest. So if you make, the most profit trading, you get whatever. I don't know if there's a first, second, third. I don't know. But if you win the trading contest, you get a big portion of that, of those funds. And that's great. Now that is like advertising for Hoge. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about getting the Hoge name and the Hoge footprint out there. Now, people can learn about Hoge through BIGONE, through Bkex, whitebit, and then they can buy it on Uniswap, you know, and hold it if they're planning on holding it long term, or if they're planning on trading it and like day trading it, you know, they can go through one of these exchanges. So that's kind of my opinion on it, you know. But hey, BIGONE is great. It adds to our footprint. You know, and 5 days of being on the banner before April 16th, before Hoge goes live on BIGONE. I mean, that's just advertising, guys, and that's great. Like, that's what we want, you know. We just want the more people to get the Hoge name out there, because there's been so many Hoge copycats since Hoge has come out in the last month, and they've all fizzled. You know what I mean? They've all fizzled. No one has been they weren't honest people. They were just in it for a quick buck. And you know, the Hoge team, I mean, these guys are in it. I mean, they're in it for the long haul. And we're going to turn Hoge into something great. I really believe that, you know, and that's why I'm here, and that's why you're here, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, you know, and it's great. But I just want you guys to just take the Chinese exchanges with a grain of salt, you know, and you got to understand they bow down to the CCP, you know. There's a big difference between Japan, China, Hong Kong, you know. I mean, big differences. I mean, Hong Kong is pretty much taken over now by the CCP. I mean, they lost their, you know, it's pretty much CCP now. I think they can extradite people to mainland China, and you know, and a lot of YouTubers have fled. I don't know if you guys know Lao Wai. You know, Lao Wai. He's in America. His Serpent Z. He's a South African guy. They both loved China. They did great in China, you know, and but they had to leave. You know, they had to flee the country, and they're in the U.S. right now, you know, and I've been following those guys for years. You know, so the CCP is nothing to play with, you know. So, but you know what I mean. But BIGONE is a big exchange. You know, it's a monster exchange, and it's gonna get Hoge out there, you know. And I know you guys want an American exchange, and I want an American exchange, European exchange. I want that, but everything needs to be spot on, you know. Even like the business entity in France, they've picked France because of the laws and the copyright laws. So if somebody uses the Hoge name, France has very strong laws, and they can be sued. And at a minimum, they can implement a cease and desist, so that if anyone is making money off of the Hoge name, right, Hoge can get that money, get it reimbursed to Hoge, because they are the rightful owners if the money's being made off of Hoge. Or at the bare minimum, get it to stop. Get people to stop using the Hoge name. And that's why the business entity is being made in France. And then that's kind of the reasoning behind it, is because of France's strong copyright laws, you know. And they're working on it. It's not in place yet. Just the paperwork needs to be spot on. It needs to be 100%. You know, I guess they're looking at a week or two. Don't quote anybody on it, but they're trying to get it to be within a week or two. So, you know, that's what's happening. But they're working on it. They're working hard. And guys, just that the guys are out there and they're doing these AMAs. And they're taking questions. I mean, these are great things, you know. I do have a couple questions. I would like to see more transparency. the Bitcoin that was earned, where did the money go, exactly how did it happen, how did it help us get on this big exchange, what percentage went to who. You know, technically these exchanges don't take money to list tokens, but they do. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that they do. So, but listen, this is like the Wild West. It really is. I mean, the laws are being made to in this new world, this new financial world, you know, and it's so exciting to be part of it, you know, me, you, I mean, it's just so exciting, you know what I mean? I have the donation thing up if anybody, you know, wants to help out with my legal stuff. You know, that's listed in the about section, and I'm gonna start a little a homesteading video because a lot of you guys seem to be interested in my little farm and stuff. So I'm gonna do a homestead Mafia channel too. So that's gonna be probably started in the next couple days, and maybe I'll just show you guys like how to breed goats and chickens and stuff, because I guess you guys seem to be interested in that stuff. But that's really cool, you know. But hey, God bless, stay green, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.